Lynch, you don't like doing interviews, do you?
No, I don't.
Why are you sitting on this sofa then?
To do you a great favor.
What was that thump?
You'd have to wait and find out.
Is it true you used a new type of lens that would show as much of the apartment as possible?
No.
How, at the end of Blue Velvet, is Jeffrey different? He's shot Frank, and he'll go back to college.
Well, we don't know. That's the thing about the film. It starts, and then it ends.
I understand that point about structure, but there's such a thing as a bum note, isn't there? A scene where, surely if we sat and watched the film now, you would have times when you think, if I had to do that again, I would do it slightly differently.
No.
What's the eye of the duck scene in Elephant Man?
I used to know.
Is it the scene when he goes to the theater near the end?
No.
Do you feel much in common with other American filmmakers roughly your same age or anything
No.
like that? Do you feel part of a generation of painters or artists who come from an art school background like you?
No. I feel strangely, and I think probably other directors feel somewhat alone. No, the movies aren't fragments. No, the clues are there, and I like, I love mysteries like a book, but I don't like it when it ends and everything is sewn up 100%.
But it must have been a surprise to people that it would play with what are considered to be inner city audiences.
Not really. That struck a chord. It's a human being, and it struck a chord with people, fortunately, everywhere. No. You never do something just to do something different.
You can explain something about the bluebirds, because some people don't really understand it. Not too much.
No, I won't explain it. But I think it's going to be a different explanation for, different people.
I know you hate saying what things mean in your films, but am I right in thinking that that's at least in the right area?
No.
We have David Lynch here. How will David Lynch define something Lynchian?
I answer that my doctor has told me not to think about this.
Because even in Spain, for Spanish
No,
viewers...
it's even worse.
Yeah, there's the word Lynchiano, which is very common between viewers to describe something, that maybe they don't understand, or it has to do with oniric dimensions. And So no definition of Lynchian from David Lynch.
No.
There's all this hidden world that that Jeffrey Beaumont winds up discovering and getting into, and maybe even identifying with to some extent. That's also a subject of your paintings as well, I would say.
Not really.
Not really.